The Path of the Laughing Mind, Part 10. In his quest for understanding, Mo found himself seeking not just answers, but the quiet truths that lay between words. He wondered about the forces that shape who we are, the nature of complexity, and the delicate dance of perfection and imperfection.
Guru, how does the memory of a group, our collective memory, shape who we are as individuals?
Collective memory, Mo, is like a shared heartbeat. We may each have our own pulse, our own rhythm, but it's influenced by a larger rhythm, the hum of lives around us. Just as the beat of your own heart is shaped by the echo of your ancestors' hearts, so too is your identity shaped by the stories of those who came before you.
So we're shaped by memories that aren't even ours.
Exactly. Imagine a hive of bees, each one busy, moving independently but still part of a single purpose. The hive has no one mind, yet the actions of each bee create a collective memory, a story of the hive itself. Your identity, Mo, is like a honeycomb in that hive. It holds the sweetness of many lives, many memories, even those you don't consciously remember.
Mo realized that identity wasn't a single melody, but a harmony of many voices. Collective memory wasn't just the past. It was the heartbeat of all that connected him to others, an unseen force weaving his life with theirs.
Guru, can complexity arise from simplicity? Or can something simple emerge from something complex?
Think again of a beehive, Mo. From each individual bee's simple task, a complex society arises. They don't plan the hive structure or the intricate dance they perform to communicate, yet their simplicity gives birth to something far greater than any one bee alone.
So complexity is hidden in simple things?
Yes, and simplicity hides within complexity too. Look at a raindrop falling from a vast cloud. The cloud is complex, shaped by wind and temperature and particles beyond counting. But each drop that falls from it, that's simplicity. Complexity and simplicity aren't opposites, they're dance partners, one giving rise to the other, like the endless rhythm of breath.
Mo saw that life was a balance between simple moments and complex patterns. Each breath, each heartbeat was both a single, simple act and part of a grander, intricate design.
Guru, can there be such a thing as perfection without imperfection?
Mo, perfection is like the note in a song that feels complete only because of the silence that comes before and after it. Without imperfection, perfection would have no meaning. Imagine a honeycomb without a single flaw, each cell identical, exact. It would feel less alive, wouldn't it? It's the slight asymmetries, the tiny imperfections that make the whole feel real.
So perfection depends on imperfection?
Exactly, just as the moon depends on shadows to reveal its shape. Without the dark, the light wouldn't shine as brightly. Imperfection is what gives perfection its depth, like the slightly bitter edge of honey that makes its sweetness so profound.
Mo understood that perfection wasn't a flawless ideal, but a balance, a dance between light and shadow. Imperfection gave life its beauty, its sense of depth, its completeness.
Guru, does understanding require explanation? Or can we truly know something without putting it into words?
Understanding is like breathing, Mo. You don't need to explain each breath to feel it, to know it. Some things speak in the language of silence. The bee knows its way to the flower, but it doesn't explain it. Your heart knows how to beat, even if you can't describe the process.
So understanding doesn't always need words?
Not at all. Words are the honey, but silence is the hive that holds them. Some truths are like the wind, felt but unseen. You don't need to explain the sunrise to feel its warmth. Just because you can't put it into words doesn't mean you don't understand it.
Mo felt the simplicity in the Guru's words. There were truths that lived beyond explanation, known not by the mind but by the very pulse of life.
Let me tell you a story, Mo. There was once a farmer who had a horse. One day the horse ran away and the neighbors came to say, "That's too bad." The farmer only replied, "Maybe."
What happened next?
The next day, the horse returned, bringing 7 wild horses with it. The neighbors came and said, "Isn't that great?" And again the farmer said, "Maybe."
And then?
Then, while trying to train one of the wild horses, the farmer's son broke his leg. The neighbors came and said, "That's unfortunate." And the farmer, he simply said, "Maybe."
I think I see.
The next week the army came through the village, drafting every able young man for war, but because of his broken leg, the farmer's son was spared. The neighbors, now in awe, said, "You're so lucky your son wasn't taken." And the farmer replied, "Maybe."
Mo smiled, realizing that the farmer's wisdom wasn't in knowing what would happen next, but in understanding that life couldn't be boxed into judgments of good or bad. There was a flow to things that transcended explanations, a rhythm beyond words. And so Mo learned that understanding didn't need words. Perfection needed imperfection, and life's mysteries often spoke louder in silence. He had arrived with questions that felt like weights, but his time with the guru had lightened them, revealing answers that were as fluid as the wind. Each lesson he absorbed felt less like knowledge and more like a deep, quiet knowing, a wisdom that had always been within him. Mo returned to his life, carrying not the weight of answers but the lightness of wonder, the simplicity of a maybe, and a heart open to the ever-unfolding dance of life. In each heartbeat, in each breath, in each quiet moment, he would forever walk the path of the laughing mind.
Climbing up the mountain where the questions play, Mo searching for the answers in a curious way. With the guru's laughter echoing through the trees, he's finding wisdom in the whisper of the breeze. Let your spirit unwind. Dance with the questions, leave your doubts behind. On the path, the path, the path of the laughing mind.